Hey everybody out there. It's January 19th, 2025. I've been working on the aquariums today and I figured I'd do a quick fish room update. I just finished doing a water change on all the 75s, the 55s, the new 30, that was the old salt water. I just finished the 240 goldfish tank and I'm saving the 560 for tomorrow because I lost the O-ring in the union part of my water change mechanism I made. And, I kind of need that O-ring for it to seal. And it would take forever with the Python to drain the 560. So I figure I'll just wait till tomorrow, go to True Value, get a new O-ring. Because I use like a 2-inch pool filter hose and create a siphon with that and a shop vac, and that drains it pretty fast. So anyhow, yeah, I figured since I was in here, I would do a quick update. There's not much new since the last update, but I'm just trying to stay true to what I said prior, just random Sunday updates, at least 2 a month. And yeah, so let's do it. Let me flip this around real quick, and we'll go take a look at all the tanks. Let's see. We're gonna start where we always start. I told Shelby maybe we would get this stand mounted to the wall tomorrow. That would be cool. And then we can get this, going. Dolly is doing good. I just fed her some silver sides. She's eating really well. Silver sides, freeze-dried krill shrimp, bloodworms, massivore pellets. I try to give her massivore pellets between all that good stuff because I want her to get, all the nutrients she needs, but those are her least favorite for sure. Go figure. She's doing really good. This guy down here, the tire track eel, is doing some weird stuff right now. He's there's his head, there's his body. He usually hangs out in the skull. As you can see, he's creeped out of it. I dropped a krill shrimp in there for him earlier, not even 5 minutes ago. He hasn't come out. He had me kind of worried he was like stuck, but I know he's not. These guys are weird. He's getting pretty big though. So there's not a ton new right now, like I said, so I'm not gonna, take forever on this video. I'm probably just gonna quickly cruise over everything since we're doing a quick update. There's 3 rosy red minnows left in this tank that was cycling. I haven't done a water test on it, but I'm sure it's cycled. We used the bottled bacteria and some media from the wet dry sump in the 240. A couple of these have died, but that doesn't surprise me at all. They're unhealthy feeder fish. We got 6, there's 3 left. We're gonna get a green terror to put in here. I might order one from Mike at Imperial Tropicals because he's only a couple hours away from me. And even though I really don't want to pay shipping for a cheaper common fish, the shipping is also kind of reduced because he's so close. So, I might, or I might just check the local fish stores. This tank, I noticed earlier that this blue angel, Shelby's blue angel, might have gotten a fight or something. He's got like some red around the front of his mouth. See that? If he turns, you might be able to see it better. I don't know what he possibly could have fought with, but you can see he's got a little damage. I think maybe he was moving too quick, scraped himself or something. We'll have to keep an eye on that. This guy's still in here. I should have looked up his name and memorized it before I started recording. If someone knows it, by all means, put it in the comments. We could talk about this guy. He's really cool and active. This is the one that we randomly got from someone whose tank broke, and they were like, help, we need a place for our fish. Here you can see that red? There it is on the other side. I don't think the angel got into it with this guy, though. I think maybe the angel just scraped herself on these rocks. We're gonna rescape this tank soon. We're gonna use some of the driftwood we got from our friends. We're probably gonna keep the house because we think that looks real cool, and maybe use a couple pieces of the driftwood to go about as tall as the top of the tank. That'll look neat. There's the zigzag. He's still in there doing good. Get closer to him. The other tire track eel is in here still. He just hangs out back there in the PVC, which we'll either get rid of or we'll just try to hide it better because I don't like the way that looks either. So yeah, that's what's going on over here. Earlier, I'll show you guys what I was doing. I was trying to get organized and manage my wires. So as you can see, I tried to label everything. I color coded it. So we numbered the tank, see, with a dry erase. So I know this isn't the way I wanted to do it, but I started labeling, and then since I already started, we did the numbers a little weird. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then so we put the numbers for this stuff, and we also color coded it. So all the red are heaters, all the yellow is air, all the white is lights, all the green is hobs. So you can see that one is the light for tank 2. Both of those. You can see that is the heater for tank 4. So yeah, trying to organize the wires a little. Probably going to clean out into the goldfish tank here soon. It's a mess. I definitely don't want to show you guys. But goldfish are doing good. This was the last tank I just did the water change on. We're probably going to start looking for someone to rehome these guys too. The plan is we're going to rehome them and break the tank down, reset it up, maybe find a cheaper substrate that we can use for live plants, and some low light plants that do not require CO2, because I do not want to make CO2 for this much water. But yeah, we're gonna rehouse the goldfish, rehome them, break the tank down, reset it up with live plants, get it cycled, and then probably do a puffer and a large school. Let me show you. I know I said I don't want to show you underneath, but I'll show you what I plan on doing with the filter. Alexa, turn on under aquarium. Okay, so here's our overflow, obviously. Okay, here's where I've plumbed it. Let me back up some. So that bottom one, okay, is the return line. Those two above it are the drain. The drain I have going through the wall, and I'll show you. Alexa, turn off under aquarium. I'll show you where it goes. I've never showed you guys this, but it actually goes into the kitchen. This pantry is where we have our filter for this tank. I know it's a mess. I didn't plan on showing you this, but you can see what's going on. So there's the return, okay? It's a US current pump. And then the drains are going here. Let me move this here, let me back up. So yeah, it's just a wet dry sump pretty much. I'm either gonna redesign this somehow, or maybe we have a regular sump, not a wet dry, just a sump in the shed we might use instead, because I would really like to be able to use filter socks, and you can't with this, because as you can see, the drains go right into the top, and then bio balls. When we plumbed it, we put unions here and here, and there is a union that we already saw for the return. So this shouldn't be too bad. We'll break the tank down. We shouldn't need to replumb anything on the tank. We should just go union there and there, disconnect the union over there, and we should be able to plumb from the unions back. Again, not positive if we're gonna use this or the other sump that we have in the shed, but I kind of think it would be cool to use the other sump, because then we can have these two drains come and just stop here. We can get those metal rods that attach to the wall and hold them up to support, get a filter sock over it, and then put whatever kind of media we want in there. And I feel like that would be better filtration, and it would really polish the water nicely. If anyone knows a way, I mean, any other way to set this up, by all means, I'm all ears. It goes right into like the top. How do you set up a filter sock on that? I don't think you can. And yes, there is a drawer above the bio balls that I have a pad on, but to me that's just not the same as a nice fine filter sock, because the water eventually will run up and around that. So yeah, we're gonna redo that. It seems like it's gonna be a task, but I feel like we've done this enough to where we can have a pretty good plan together and it won't be that bad. Again, it would be a little more of a pain if we had to replumb in the tank, like up here in the overflow, or down underneath it, but we won't, because we've got those unions. So yeah. Coming over here to the grow out. Oh, let me sit down in this stool here real quick. The Zebrina pike is doing really good. He'll eat silver sides now, bloodworms. He loves the krill shrimp. He'll even eat pellets. I'll throw one in there here and there, and he'll just scarf it down. I already told you guys last week what happened when we tried to put the firemouth in there. He damn near ate him. Let me grab a pellet real quick, and I'm just gonna throw one in there. Maybe we can get a shot of him scarfing down a pellet. I just want to hear. Sorry for the. There, let's throw that in there. There's the pellet. Go on, bud. Really? Really, dude. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but we named him Nahantu. Any Diablo fans will know where that came from. He's just going to play dumb, and as soon as we go to the next tank, he's going to eat that. I guarantee it, but we'll give him a second longer. What a jerk. Okay, we'll move on. He's, like I said, as soon as we walk away, he's going to eat that. Sorry, Boots, you're going to have to move, bud. We're going to roll right on over your way. Watch out, bud. Watch out, bud. Sorry. Okay. This is the Firemouth's tank, and we got him over here. It's all cycled because we used media from the wet dry. The driftwood is holding great. The jungle valve hasn't done anything just yet. I've got root tabs in the substrate. I'm using Flourish and Aquarium Co-op, fertilizers in the water columns. And this one that had a runner, it was that, and then there was another one right here. The one melted, so I cut it out of there gently and removed it today. But everything else seems to be pretty green. It's not like it's growing crazy yet, but I'm assuming it's going to take time for the roots to get acclimated and hold, and then it'll start growing, I hope. There's the red-leaved wigia, or jungle bell. We could probably, I wonder if I could see him. He's always hanging out behind this driftwood, so if you want to see him, usually you can see him in the reflection. I don't see him, but believe it or not, he's doing good. Luckily, he made it even after Nahantu damn near ate him. I still have the pothos. As you can see, the roots are, this pothos are doing crazy. I can't wait till this starts to spread out and grow through the water, because I think that's going to look really cool. Let's move over to the planted and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This pothos, the only reason you can't see it as well is because of all the frog bits, or duckweed. I can never remember which one it is, but the floating plants on top kind of block the vision. Like this, look how much I took out of this today when I did a water change. That's a 5-gallon bucket. I took all that out, and there's still so much, and I haven't had CO2 going on this thing in like a month. So it's doing good. But this is what I'm talking about. Check it out. Look at the roots. You can see them since I removed some of it. Look how cool it looks back there. I want to be able to see that without the vision being blocked by the floating plants. But I love when we clear out a lot of the floaters in this tank, because it gets much brighter and just looks so good. I'm questioning whether we should add floating plants to Scar's tank. That's what we named the Firemouth, because with that submersible light being in the water, I don't think the floating plants will block the light at all, which is clever. Boots, quit looking at me, buddy. Come on. Anyhow, yeah, that root right there, all of that is pothos. All of that is pothos. I can't wait for that to happen in that tank, because you'll be able to see it really well. Besides that, I need to make CO2 for this tank. And then let's just take a quick look at the big tank before we call it. Binks is still in here. He's still doing his weird thing. He's swimming weird. He's hanging out at the bottom. He'll even hide in the PVC sometimes, which I know that can't be normal for a gar, but I don't know what to do for him. You know, at night, he swims around a little more. he does come up and try to get food, but it's like his equilibrium is so messed up. He'll be trying to smack like shrimp off the surface, and he'll miss, and the other fish will be smacking away at the food, and he'll dart away. Like, I feel bad for him, but you know, I'm hoping he snaps out of it eventually. There's Lemmy the Dalhousie. He's doing awesome. Vivi, our oldest fish, he's doing good. There's one of the Severums. There's another one of the Severums. I got a cool picture of him earlier and put it on Instagram, which I think there's a link to our fish Instagram on there. We don't use it a lot, but I'm going to try to start using it more. So the arowana's doing good. I really can't wait for these silver dollars to get bigger, but they don't seem to be growing that fast. Or maybe it's just because I don't notice because I see them every day. I don't know. Anyone else have any very large silver dollars? How long did it take them to grow? Anybody? There's Slick. He hasn't come out yet because he wants food. Yeah, so I'm going to do this tank tomorrow, and then all the tanks are done for the week. Let's do a quick walk around. I didn't see Stanley, the Lapridae, this year. He's in here somewhere, though. Probably buried. There's the Bleakery. There's another one that's growing really slow. And not growing so slow. Socks. Man, he's getting big. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of thought he would be more of a fun fish than he is. I mean, maybe it's just because I'm getting bored because I've had him a while, and maybe that's just me, but he's not the most exciting catfish. Honestly, I don't think I've ever had a catfish that I've been super, super excited about. The tiger shovelnose, Acai catfish hybrid we had that we rehomed with Northwest Florida Aquatics. He was pretty cool. He was just getting too big. He was cool because his whiskers were so big, and he just looked cool. He was real cool. But I'm not hating on Socks or nothing. He just, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not a huge catfish fan. Anyhow, that's about it. I was just organizing some wires, cleaning under the tanks, doing water changes today. Gonna work on this tank tomorrow. And that FX right there, Hagen finally got back to me, and I need to pull the motor off of it, cut the cord, send them a picture of that, and they're gonna send me a new motor so I can finally have all 4 canisters up and running. We got all the driftwood that we don't have in use yet down there. Yeah, man, I hope once we get that 4th motor and get all 4 up and running, another one doesn't break on me, because it's been, God, at least a month or 2 since I've had all 4 canisters working, which sucks. At least they're sending me a new motor, you know. I looked them up online, they're like $150. But what are you gonna do? You spend $400 on a canister, you're definitely gonna buy that motor. Not sure where the Lapridae is. Oh, there he is. There he is. Anyhow, that's all that's going on, guys. I actually took longer than I thought I was gonna. I thought I was gonna give you guys a quick run through. As always, I appreciate it to everyone that watches. Hopefully, next update I'll have some new stuff to talk about. I hope everyone has a great night and a great week until I record again. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, bye-bye.